Hello everyone, welcome to class today. Come on to your mat. Make sure you have 2 blocks nearby and come to a seated position, close your eyes, and begin to breathe. We are doing a power yoga flow with twists and binds today for the full moon. The element of the full moon is fire. It's the culmination of the phases of the moon, and it is the most active part of the cycle because we can see the whole moon in all of her glory. She's lit up by the sun, and there's always that joke of, oh, it's the full moon, people act crazy because of so much energy in the universe. We're going to harness some of that energy today and do a pretty energetic, fun flow. So take another deep breath in, exhale it out. This is going to be fun. Go ahead and open your eyes. Inhale your arms down, around, and up overhead. And exhale your left hand to your right knee for a twist. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Come back to center. And exhale, right hand to left knee for another twist. Twist in the other direction. Prepping ourselves for more twists. Inhale back to center. Twist back to the right. We're going to be doing some real fun poses that we don't normally do today. Inhale back to center. Exhale, right hand to left knee for our last twist. Our last warm-up twist, rather. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we're going to come onto our hands and knees. We're just going to make sure, as always, that our hips are over our knees. Shoulders are over our wrists. And from here, we're going to come into a few cat-cows. So inhale, shine your heart forward, broaden across the chest. Exhale, scoop your abs up to the sky. Make sure your abs are engaged here. We're going to be doing a lot of ab work, a lot of poses that will call for a strong core. So really make sure your core is active in these cat-cows. Beautiful. Go ahead and do one more. And on your next inhale, come to a straight spine and lift your right arm up to the sky and thread it underneath your left arm to come in to thread the needle. Resting down onto your shoulder, your hand can be in front of your face, up over your head, or to kind of start on our bind work, you can bring it to rest on your low back, opening it through your chest. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Exhale your hand back to your face, press yourself up. Back to tabletop. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale your left arm up to the sky and exhale, thread it underneath your right arm. And same thing with your right hand. It can be in front of your face, up overhead, or resting on your low back to kind of warm up for our heart opening binds. And my cat Cleo is going to be joining us for a lot of this class. So if you see her walking around, she's here to help. Beautiful. Exhale your right hand back to your face, press back up into tabletop pose. And from here, we're going to walk our hands forward a little bit, curl our toes under, and press back into downward dog. So if you need to bend your knees here a little bit and make sure your spine is straight, do that. Walk it out a little bit. Beautiful. And then inhale your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale back up to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow, and then extend your leg in front of you and open up into fallen triangle. This is our first kind of more powerful pose. If this is too much, just come into a side plank or a supported side plank. No problem here. Take another deep breath in. Exhale your left hand back to the mat. Press your right leg back into a three-legged dog, and then exhale your foot in between your hands to come up into Warrior Two. Beautiful. Make sure you've got your heel to arch alignment here. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Make sure your knee is tracking over your second and third toe, and lengthen your arms. I always feel powerful in Warrior Two. It's a great pose. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and exhale, come into reverse warrior. So right arm up over the head, leaning back towards your back leg. Beautiful. And then exhale, right arm to right thigh, left arm comes up over the head, coming into our side angle pose. So you can keep your arm resting on your thigh. You can also clasp your calf with your hand, or you can rest your hand on the ground or on a block. If you want to stay in side angle pose, by all means stay. If you want to play with the bind, go ahead. Your right arm will wrap underneath your thigh, your left arm will wrap behind your back, and you'll try to get your fingers to clasp. If you can't do this, totally fine. Binds are a really great way to open up your heart, but there's so many ways to open your heart, so no problem. Come back into side angle, back into warrior two, and then cartwheel the hands back to the mat and step back into down dog. Beautiful. Take a breath. Great job. And do the same thing on the other side. So inhale the left leg high to the sky. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow, and then extend your left leg, opening up into fallen triangle. Beautiful. And again, you can always do side plank here as well. Take another deep breath in. Exhale your right hand back to the mat, back into three-legged dog, and then exhale your foot, in between your hands to come up into warrior two. Beautiful. Set yourself up for success here. Press down into the mat through all four corners of the feet. On your next exhale, lean back into reverse warrior, left arm coming up overhead, keeping your legs strong. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, come forward into your side angle. And same things apply here. Rest your arm wherever is comfortable. And you can stay in side angle for this whole time. You don't have to attempt the bind if you don't want to, or if your shoulders are feeling kind of touchy today. If you want to attempt the bind, go ahead, wrap your right arm behind your back, left arm underneath your thigh, and see if you can reach your hands, or reach to clasp your fingers. Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to aim your heart to the sky. That's what binds inherently are, as heart openers. Beautiful. Come back to side angle. Come up into warrior two and cartwheel the hands back down to the mat and step back into your downward dog. Walk it out and then maybe find some stillness in your down dog. Take a breath or two here to recenter yourself. Beautiful. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, and plant your foot between your hands. And we're going to come up into warrior one. So your back foot's going to be planted at a 40-degree angle. Your stance is going to be narrower than your warrior two stance. So make sure your feet are hip width apart. Your hips are facing forward like car headlights or train tracks. And inhale the arms up overhead. Beautiful. We're going to be coming into a pyramid pose sequence. So if you want to grab your blocks, now's the time to do it. Straighten your front knee. Make sure your hips are still facing forward. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and then exhale forward, keeping your spine nice and straight. And the reason I like to have the blocks under my shoulders here is because I can press into the blocks to really lengthen through my spine and force my core to engage. This supports my back, supports my breath, and it makes pyramid pose even a little bit more active than it normally is. Beautiful. Plant your left hand onto your block or the floor and open up your right arm to the ceiling or the sky, opening up your chest for twisted pyramid. Beautiful. I think this pose is also reverse triangle. It has a few names. If opening your hand to the sky is too much, you can also put your hand on your right hip and still kind of angle your chest open. Beautiful. Plant your right hand back on your blocks, maybe move them out of the way, plant your hands on the mat, and step back into downward dog. Beautiful work. Walk it out, maybe take a breath or two here in your down dog. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Plant your foot. Plant your back foot at a nice 40-degree angle and come up into your warrior one. Inhaling the arms down, around, and up overhead. Beautiful. Your hips should be facing forward here. Warrior one is a closed hip pose. Beautiful. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, straighten that front knee. Inhale to broaden across the chest, and exhale, fold forward. Again, keeping your spine nice and straight, pressing into your blocks. Keep your chin tucked into your chest to really lengthen through your spine. It's all about lengthening the spine. It's all about our ability to breathe. If you can't breathe in a pose, then you've gone too far. Especially important to remember in these twists and these binds that we're doing. Plant your right hand on your block. Open up your left hand to the sky. And again, if this is too much, put your hand on your hip and just see if you can open your chest to the sky. But again, if you can't breathe in a twist or a bind, you've gone too far, and just ease up a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Really, the importance of yoga is to breathe. Beautiful. Bring your hands back down to your blocks. Bend into your front knee and set your blocks aside for now. Plant your hands and step back into down dog. If you want to take a minute to do a vinyasa here, you're welcome to, going through chaturanga and up dog, or lowering down to the mat and coming through cobra, or you can just stay in down dog here. Whatever works for you today. Beautiful. Hop, skip, or jump to the front of your mat into your forward fold and relax here for a moment. Take a few deep breaths. You can clasp opposite elbows and sway side to side. Do what you need to here. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, and inhale, rolling up to standing. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Make sure your feet are parallel. And then inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. And exhale, sink down into chair pose. Everyone's favorite pose. Beautiful. Make sure your abs are sucking back to your spine. Make sure most of your weight is in your heels so you can wiggle your toes. And we're going to come into a twist. So left hand is going to come to the low back. And we're going to use our right hand to really stretch our spine to the sky. And then exhale, use your right elbow to lead you into the twist to the left. Look down at your knees. Make sure your knees are still in line. Make sure one hip hasn't gone forward, more forward than the other. And then you can bring your left hand to meet your right in prayer. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, back to chair. Keep your chair pose. Take another deep breath in, and we'll do the twist on the other side. So right hand comes to your low back. Left hand reaches to the sky to lengthen the spine, and then your left elbow guides you to the right into your twist. Again, making sure your knees are in line, and then you can bring your right palm to touch your left palm. Don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, your chair pose, and then exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Well done. Walk out your forward fold here if you want. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and root to rise, come up to standing. Exhaling, hands to heart center. I'm going to move to the center of my mat so I can show you a little bit better what we're going to do next, but you can stay at the top of your mat if you like. We're going to be coming into Malasana Yogi Squat. So make sure your heels are wider than your hips, toes are facing out. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center, sink down into your Malasana. You can use blocks underneath your bum here to support you. If you want to do a restorative Malasana, put a block under your bum. That's really nice. And if you're kind of up more in a sumo squat, that's fine too. We're going to bring our right hand to in front of us and open up our left arm to the sky for a twist. And you can stay here, or if you want to play with the bind, you can. You'll wrap your right arm around your right leg and bring your left arm behind your back. to clasp your fingers behind your back. This is pretty challenging though, so if you're just here in your twist, that's great. Play to your strengths, play to your breath. Beautiful. Come back to center. Take another deep breath in here. Then we're going to extend the left arm in front of us, open up the right arm to the sky. And again, you can stay here in your Malasana twist. Inhale, exhale, and if you want to progress into the bind, wrap your left arm around your left leg, right arm behind your back, and see if you can clasp your hands. Beautiful. Again, if you can't breathe, back off. You don't get points for not being able to breathe. Beautiful. Come back to center. And then we're just going to pop back onto our bums. Wiggle your legs in front of you. We're going to bring our left foot by our bum and cross our right foot onto the other side of the outside of our left thigh, coming into a twist, a seated twist. Hug your right knee into your chest and twist to the right. Same rules apply here. Don't twist more than you can breathe into. So with your inhale, you're lengthening your spine. With your exhale, you're twisting a little bit more, but you can really hurt your spine if you twist too much. So just be careful of that. Inhale back to center, and we're just gonna flip it. So right foot will come back by your hip. Left foot will come onto the outside of your right thigh. Press into your left big toe and twist to the left, hugging your knee into your chest. Beautiful. Focus on your breath here. We're beginning to slow down the practice. You did great work today. Now we just get into the juicy stuff. Beautiful. Exhale back to center, and we're just going to swing our legs around and come to lie down on our backs. Hug your knees into your chest, and our last pose before we go into Shavasana is going to be Happy Baby. So grab your calves, the outside of your feet, your big toes, or the backs of your thighs, and pull your knees into your chest. Whatever works for you today. Close your eyes here, maybe find a little bit of stillness, and just breathe. Another beautiful trait of the full moon is it gives us a chance to pivot in addition to being a very motivating energy. If there's something you've been putting energy into that maybe isn't beneficial or isn't worth your time, the full moon is when you can let go of that. I like to think that the full moon is giving me permission to let go of the things that I just don't need to worry as much about as I think I do. Beautiful. Go ahead and extend your legs into Shavasana, so heels wider than the hips. Hands, one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, or side by your sides. And close your eyes, allowing your body to incorporate all of the hard work that we did. Twists and binds are challenging. It depends a lot on the flexibility of your shoulders, the flexibility of your core, and the strength of your core. So they're hard work. You did great today, no matter how many twists or binds you did. So just relax into this Shavasana. You've earned it. Deepen your inhales and your exhales. Maybe stretch the arms up overhead to get a nice full body stretch. And then when you're ready, gently press yourself up to a seated position. Legs crossed, eyes closed, hands resting on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out like a sigh. Letting go of anything you need to. Take another deep breath in. Exhale it out like a sigh. You did great work today. Whenever you're ready, take another deep breath in, inhaling the arms down, around, and up overhead, sealing all of the work that we did today into your body and into your practice. And exhale your hands to heart center. When you're ready, you can blink open the eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this full moon power flow. If you liked this, be sure to give it a like. If you want more yoga, subscribe. There's more coming your way. And until next time on the mat, Cleo and I wish you a very good day. Namaste.